Work smarter, not longer. If you've ever caught yourself saying, if only I had time, this episode's for you. I'm Andy Leroy.
And I'm Louise Poole, and we're giving you the insights that elevate you to become an expert in your field.
Elevating experts.
Time is a valuable commodity and one that we can never replenish, so it's important to use it wisely.
So how do we spend the currency of time to get the most value from our investment? Let's explore our tips and tricks.
We were going to create a survey to see how much time you misplace in a day, but we ran out of time.
Lucky. That wouldn't have been the best use of our work time, would it, Andy?
Maybe not, but neither are those cat memes you keep sending me.
Those are podcast research. But it's okay to have fun at work as long as you master your time management skills. So we're going to share our time management hacks.
Without a doubt, the very first step in every project we take on, whether it's creating a podcast series, creating digital content, or having our daily meetings, is plan. A long time ago, a former boss said to me, failing to plan is planning to fail, and it really stuck. So now I'm the planning queen. Yeah, we almost call this podcast Plan Do.
So, the questions we ask ourselves at the start of each day are, what is the most important thing we need to achieve today, and what is the best use of our resources to achieve it?
Using a program like OneNote to plan your weeks ahead, or even the tasks function in Outlook or something similar, can help you sharpen your focus on what needs to be done now and across the short to medium term.
Remember, your time, creativity and skills count as resources.
It's also important to ask, what's our return on investment?
The biggest investment is our time. So, for example, if we're going to spend 3 hours creating a graphic for social media that's only going to be seen by a handful of people, that's not a very good return on investment.
In a similar way, if you let other people's priorities creep in and jump the queue, you're going to be scratching for time to complete your own projects.
Which means it's really important to say no.
Now, we're not saying you should be going back to your boss and saying no to everything they ask you to do.
That would make for a very awkward scene. What we're saying is to get your priorities right. If you don't have time right now for someone, it's okay to let them know and see if you can negotiate a time to look at their things later.
The important thing to be clear on is what you can deliver in a reasonable time frame. Make a plan and stick to it.
Speaking of which, 2 habits you can put into your repertoire right away. Make your diary the first thing you look at every day.
This will give you an idea on what's on your plate and whether there is any room for something else to be added for the day.
And check your emails twice a day.
This is a big one. It's really important to look at your correspondence every day, but for anybody who remembers the days of service mail being the delivery option, correspondence was only handled once a day.
Even though email has made written communication much quicker, it doesn't mean you should be hitting refresh every hour.
Nominating 2 times during the day to check and reply to your emails will free your mind for other tasks during the day, but also mean you're able to give those emails their due attention.
Which is better for everybody.
I feel like we've covered a lot of ground today. We've added the details to the show notes and our website, but let's have a quick recap on the main points.
The key to successful time management is to plan. So find an app that speaks your language and helps you plan your weeks and days.
Make your diary or calendar your first port of call every day without fail. How else will you know what's already on your plate?
Cut down on your email check-in times to twice per day. The time you will save on interruptions to your train of thought will also pay off in better quality responses when you read them at your scheduled times.
And remember, it's okay to say no. This doesn't have to be a hard no or go away, but instead a chance to say, I'd really like to help when I've got time to pay it proper attention, and schedule a time in.
But let's face it, we don't always have control over priorities, so make sure you're clear on what your priorities are and how any new requests will impact on how you will be able to deliver on them.
Oof, I reckon that was time well spent today, Louise. What do you reckon?
Time for that well-earned break, Andy.
Next time on Elevating Experts, putting your energy where it counts.
Elevating Experts with Welcome Change Media, giving you the insights that elevate you as an expert in your field. Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Check our show notes and website for more information on today's topic.
Hit subscribe and share with your friends and colleagues so we can all rise together.
For a tailored solution to help with your branding goals, contact us today via welcomechangemedia.com.au.
Elevating Experts is a Welcome Change Media production.